All right. Got 2 cow heads we're gonna go get CWD testing for, and then got about a 45-minute drive, and we're off. Let's do it. You ready? Look at that real big one. Oh, man. What exactly, I mean, what are we looking for? What are we doing when we're bringing these to you guys to get our samples? You know, when the average guy goes out and shoots his first elk, you know, there's a lot of talk about CWD, and I guess what's the first thing you guys look for or do?
So we're required to take the obex and the lymph nodes and send them to the lab. They do the testing there to see if there's any signs of chronic wasting disease. The obex is located, it's right where the brain stem meets up with the brain. So you have to get right to the base of the skull. If there was the neck here, you would cut straight down. Right at this point is where the backbone is going to connect to the base of the skull. At this spot right here where there's kind of this rounded point, you can actually kind of crack it, and then once you cut, you know, the tissues and everything that's kind of connecting it, you can crack that open so you can access this point inside the skull to get at the obex. So
oh wow, look at that. So it just pulls right out and you guys get your sample.
This V, that nice V-shaped spot, that is the obex. This is right where it connects. And then this is the brain. So this spot is where the lab needs, they look for signs of chronic wasting disease right there. Well.
So if I want to do this and I'm out in the backcountry hunting for 4 days, I'm out there for a week generally. Most guys plan about a week hunt, 7 to 10 days to get a good hunt in. How long after we harvest that elk do we have to get a sample would be my question. I'm guessing we're definitely going to want to keep it cool. You know, most guys like we take our animals out, we keep them cool right away, butcher them right away. Generally when I'm hunting and I have a cow elk or a bull and I'm fleshing the head to get the cape, all this is exposed already, and it's really easy for me to do this right in camp, and I did it properly. I could almost pull that stuff out. An average hunter can just go out and just do this himself and then bring it in, or do you guys recommend that you guys take the samples yourselves? Or just bring in the head. I mean,
since we know what we're doing and what we're looking for, it's probably easier for us to do it. I think if you haven't done it before, if you don't know what you're looking for, it can be hard. Lymph nodes are located everywhere in the body.
Okay.
We have a lymph system, and they can look very similar to other things in your body. You can kind of grab any lymph node.
Yeah, so if we grab the wrong one, we're kind of like,
Well, they like the ones here, which would be like at the base of the throat, basically. They like the lymph nodes that are located there. You can send in any lymph nodes, and they'll still be able to detect the presence of CWD, but they prefer these ones because they're nice and big.
Once we pull them out of the woods, do we have 3-4 days as long as we keep them cool to get these samples to you guys?
Yeah, if you keep them cold, freezing them is not always the best idea. If that's how it has to be done, that's how it has to be done. But all the other tissues hold up fairly well after thawing. But for some reason, brain tissues, the obex itself, gets very, very mushy when you thaw it out, which makes it very hard to retrieve the sample with this nice little V still intact.
Well, there you have it, guys. It was that easy. 10 minutes in, 1 week to get our test results back. God, if I would have known it was this easy, I would have done this years ago. Do your part, you know, get your animals tested for CWD. The research goes a long ways.